Silka, IB Masters Learning Center and IBMasters.com. And today we're going to look at the fourth question from this newly released digital SAT practice test. And the paragraph reads, the mimosa tree evolved in East Asia, where the beetle Bronchidius tyrannus preys on its seeds. In 1785, mimosa trees were introduced to North America, far from any B. tyrannus. First thing you want to note is that when it says Bronchidius tyrannus, it's the same as B. tyrannus. Underlined sentence. But evolutionary links between predators and their prey can persist across centuries and continents. So a predator is something that's going to eat something else. The prey is the thing being eaten. It can persist across centuries and continents, so across hundreds of years and across like giant oceans. Around 2001, B. tyrannus was introduced in southeastern North America, near where botanist Xu-Ming Chen and colleagues had been monitoring mimosa trees. Within a year, 93% of the trees had been attacked by the beetles. And in the last sentence, we see that B. tyrannus must be a beetle. It also says in the first slide. So, question, which choice best describes the function of the third sentence in the overall structure of the text? So for function question, a lot of times, most of the time, you can actually get away with the main idea. But we do want to get context. So what's it saying before? Before it's like, hey, the mimosa tree is in East Asia, and this beetle eats it. And it's talking about 1785 when it was introduced to North America. And then the sentence itself, what is eating the predator, the beetle, and what is eaten the prey, which is the mimosa tree. That can persist across centuries and continents. So notice 2001, it's hundreds of years later, and across continents. Now, instead of being in East Asia, now we're in southeastern North America. And we find that even though mimosa trees have been there for a long time, within a year, 93% of the trees have been attacked by beetles. So across an ocean and across hundreds of years, this still persists, and that's basically what the underlying sentence is saying. If we go to answer choice A, it states a hypothesis that Chang and his colleagues had set out to investigate using mimosa trees and B. tyrannus. It's saying that they had just been monitoring the mimosa trees. Answer choice A is set out to investigate. They were not investigating this in particular, but they did notice that the mimosa trees were attacked by the beetles. Answer choice B, it presents a generalization that is exemplified by the discussion of mimosa and B. tyrannus. So, looks like a generalization because it's just saying predators and their prey could exist across continents. Notice, it's a generalization because it does not say, it says predators, it doesn't say this particular beetle. It says prey, it does not say this particular tree. So we'd call that a generalization. Is exemplified, it serves as a good example by the discussion of the mimosa and B. tyrannus. Right after, it gives that as an example. Exemplify means to serve as a good example of, and after it we get a good example of it with the mimosa tree and the beetle. It looks like B is going to be your correct answer. Answer choice C, it offers an alternative explanation for the finding of Chang and his colleagues. It's not an alternate explanation, it is the explanation that predators and its prey that type of relationship could exist across hundreds of years and across continents. Answer choice D provides context that clarifies what the species mentioned spread to new locations. It's not that the species spread to new locations, it's this relationship between predator and prey persists across, again, hundreds of years and across continents. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has difficulty identifying the function of a sentence within a paragraph. If there's any question you'd like to answer from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. Check out our 1-minute video on TikTok and click subscribe. Have a great day.